Is this just pedophile month? Am I gonna have to talk a lot about pedophiles this month? It seems like I'm talking a lot about pedophiles lately, or assumed pedophiles. Recently I did a video on Scott Falco and I touched on Foxtrot, Scott Falco's girlfriend, for retweeting child porn, and people were like, hey, why don't you just go after the person that made the porn? And I said, wow, you know what, that's actually a good idea. I'll go do that. So if you're a bit miffed about me having to cover a subject like this again, guess whose fault it is? It's you. Maybe if you're one of the people that asked that, maybe it's your fault, maybe not. Let's find out. Miscon is an artist on Twitter that mostly makes porn, and you know what? Making porn isn't bad. I like porn too. In fact, there's a lot of not safe for work creators I follow. Yes, this may come shocking because for some reason everyone likes to keep it a secret, but I do too take part in the pornography. I have needs, well, more like wants. But sadly, I can't give Miscon too much praise because they draw a whole lot of children. Now, they mostly do popular characters. I mean, mostly. Sometimes they draw an obscure character that's a child, but most of the time, it's popular characters. And this gives me one of two reasonings for doing that. One, they do it because it's popular and it gets a lot of clicks, because a lot of perverts see these popular characters and go like, man, I wish they were even sexier than I already think they are. Is that, or they're like, yeah, this character's hot, I want to see him with less clothes on, I want to see him in a sexual situation because I'm a pedophile. And before you go, well, it's not pedophilia, it's not real, guys! That's a stupid argument, and here's why. Here's some blackface. Now, it isn't real blackface, it's just a drawing, so it's not racist. No, it still is. This art was made to portray, man, they sure are inferior to us. Isn't that funny? Golly, I sure am not totally inferior. Or, you know, basically, our races are the same because, you know, race is a concept humans kind of made, and it has little to do with science. Similar to this art portrays the ideal that these characters are hot, sexy. These children are hot and sexy. But Justin, they aren't real children. They're still children, and children exist. This is an art of a real black man, but it's still racist. But Justin, what you say these characters hasn't been aged up? And there's the next problem. Nothing implies that they have been aged up in any way. For example, if we take their lovely art of the main character from Pokemon Sword and Shield, that, you know, if you zoomed in, it's a lot worse than it looks right now, but just bear with me on this. If we take that character, it doesn't actually look too much different from the original design. It doesn't look aged up at all. Here's a wonderful way to age up a character dramatically. You actually show that they've aged up. And I know this is a pretty easy example, you know, kind of an unfair example, but let's pick an even better example. Here's a character known in the Pokemon series as Red. Now, obviously they're a kid, because canonically they are, and they kind of look like a kid. Sure, if we want it to be technical, they look like more of a teenager, but still underaged. And here's some character design for Red that was used in Pokemon Sun and Moon. That character, with the red hat specifically, is Red again. Notice that now he's taller, he has a different haircut, because, you know, those things happen when you age. You grow taller, you grow hair, your hair changes and all that shit. You look like you've changed a lot. That's how you age up a character. This is not how you age up a character. Their hairstyle, although in a different animation style, has not changed. Their body proportions have not changed. Their looks have not changed. They don't look dramatically different from their original counterpart to be an adult. And I know what you're gonna say, because a lot of people say it. This isn't real pedophilia. This isn't child trafficking or actual harm to children. So why focus on it? Why are you focusing on this when you could be focusing on that? The thing is, I can't, you moron. I'm not like fucking Batman. I don't have some bat cave with my vigilante bullshit to go capture pedophiles. I just simply don't. There are other people that already have that job. Meanwhile, no one's focusing on this type of pedophilia. That's where I come in. And don't get me wrong, I don't think you're as bad as Toon Critic for making not safe for work art of children or lusting after them. I'm not saying that at all. You're not as nearly bad as a pedophile that actually goes after real kids. However, you're still, by definition, a fucking pedophile if you find this shit hot. Because these characters are children. You know, mostly after we go through a long rant like that where it reaches a boiling point, we don't simmer down and focus on another shitty thing they did. That's, you know, not as shitty, but is still... it's creepy. When they aren't drawing kids or their own characters or... I guess, fucking Power Rangers or some shit. I just pissed off a lot of fucking fans of that one thing I can't fucking remember. They're making porn of real fucking people. Yes, real fucking people. Now, in cases where the original person asked or went like, yeah, it's okay to do that, I guess, I'd be fine, but there's no proof they've ever said this is okay. This just comes off as very creepy, like, man, this person in real life sure is hot. I gotta draw porn of them. It's just really, really fucking unnerving to me. And maybe this is just me thing. It's definitely not as bad as drawing the underage kids, but it's still fucking creepy. And it's worth bringing up because, you know, I want to extend the runtime of this video. Now, Miscon, I don't hate you. Okay, I don't hate you a lot. Miscon, you actually have talent. You're a good artist. You're just drawing some sick shit. When you're not drawing real, actual, breathing people or children, you're actually making half-decent art with a unique art style I've never seen before. So if you could use that to just make porn that isn't of children, or, you know, real people, or just in case, you know, that ever, you decide, well, I gotta find some fucking weird kink, don't do animals either, please. Furries are fine, but real animals, please don't do that. That's zoophilia. God, I gotta make an internet dictionary on that. But basically what I'm saying is, can you use your art not to do shitty things? And now, this is, you know, a lot of people think, when I call out a creator like this, I want them dead. I want them gone. No, I don't. I want them to improve. Get better, because there's a lot of shit people in the world that keep on fucking up, and if one of them could stop being shit because of me, that would be great. Speaking of things that would be great, I have a Ko-Fi, and I don't get a lot of money. I mean, I get a check every month from Social Security, but that's it. I usually have to spend that on important stuff, but if I had extra money, I could spend that on stuff I can't afford, like a new keyboard, because the one I have currently is kind of fucked. So, not Miscon exclusively, although if they want to, they could donate to my Ko-Fi. You don't have to donate a lot. You can donate as little as you want. I don't know if there's a limit to what you can donate, so you can make multiple donations if you want. It would really help me out a lot, and it would show that people really do like my content. Enough they're willing to go, "Aw, man, look, the poor little content creator. I'll throw him a few pennies." Don't do that. He'll just buy drugs. And I'm like you weren't gonna buy drugs with it. I also have a Discord where you can talk to me and other people who rather like me or I like them or they're just there. Both of those things will be in the description below. This was a very tiring video, but it was fun to make nonetheless. I got sick to my stomach during this video, and I don't know if that's the porn or the fact that yesterday the only things I drank were 2 Diet Dr. Peppers and this weird water thing I got from the Dollar Tree. Either way, I feel kind of sick now. And it's not because of Corona, it might just be my allergies, because they're really kicking my ass this season. Don't worry, I'm not going to catch Corona, I don't go outside enough. I actually respect the lockdown, and I've been locked in my house for years.